All right, we live, man. Shrewd News and Reviews. We back with another one.
Yeah, jaw tapping in again, and we got to talk about this deadly week in hip hop that we're having. Uh,
Yeah.
the curious case of BTB Savage and 26Ceejay, formerly of KTB. But let's start with BTB Savage. What happened to him? Now, it was just 4 days ago that you was recommended that I watch this guy's Vlad interview where
Yeah.
he detailed a story about a home invasion. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
we've both survived home invasions, so this
Yeah.
one hit close to home for us. And
Exactly.
just to give some context, let me read from a good source here. From Hip Hop Wire, BTB Savage, a rising rapper in Houston, Texas, was reportedly shot and killed just hours after posting a photo of him standing in blood. The photo in question was reportedly the aftermath of BTB Savage and his girlfriend shooting and killing an intruder in their home. Details are scant at the moment, and there's a lot of speculation swirling on social media. What we can say is local outlet ABC 13 reports that a man was shot and killed in what appeared to be a targeted attack near River Oak section of Houston Thursday, March 30th. According to the outlet, the unidentified man was driving a Mercedes when a Subaru pulled up alongside him and fired shots.
Mm.
Two suspects then exited the Subaru and fled on foot. And as seen in ABC 13's video report, several bullets casings were found at the scene and promoted local authorities to deem the attack as targeted. The investigation into the matter is still ongoing. BTB Savage posted an image on social media that went viral of him standing in blood, which the rapper himself claimed his handiwork, claimed it was his handiwork. And in a DJ Vlad interview, he kind of went through the whole thing. Now, the question that has to be asked at this point is Vlad somewhat responsible? Is this too much flexing? You're talking about killing another human being in a braggadocious type of way. He probably had people that loved him, other savages that's down to, take it to that level. Do you think that Vlad kind of bears some of the responsibility for bringing this story to such a big platform?
No, I think the guy who's talking,
Mm-hmm.
um, like you said in our last video we did about Troy Ave that went nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you can talk yourself out of a sale. You
Mm-hmm.
did something good. Keep
Mm-hmm.
it at that, man. Live your life. But now that you gloat in it and you want, you know what I'm saying? There's somebody that's gonna want to check your gangster. And we seen this probably what happened. It was like, let's find a drop on him, man. He running his mouth. That's somebody homie that died. That's somebody, that's a family
What
member or something.
Well, if you go back to the original Vlad interview where he was detailing the home invasion, he says that the guys ended up at the house acting like they wanted to do a song with him. And during the robbery, one of the guys said something to the effect of, "Get up. I seen you flexing on the ground and this, that, and the other." That stood out to me because these people wouldn't even know all of this if you wasn't putting it in their face. And I watched a few of his videos since I found out this news. He was real braggadocious, like most rappers are, stacks of money, talking about he been having this and that, and ain't nobody gonna do this. That puts a big target on your motherfucking back. If it
Yeah.
wasn't these guys, it might have been some next guys. So it
Yeah.
don't even have to be like, a revenge type of situation. It seems like these people just wanted to take what was his. People is hungry out here.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially when when you flashing like this, and that's what he's doing. So he shouldn't be surprised. These dudes should not be surprised if you're gonna be living and flashy like this. It's countless of people that die trying to show the world that they are super rich. You know what I mean? They get home invaded. We seen it with Soldier Boy. He survived one. We seen this too many times for people
Pop
not to
Smoke.
understand. Pop Smoke. For them to understand, we need a blueprint for this. We need something that's going to be preventive instead of waiting for a cure, because it ain't no cure from it. Once somebody get at you, it's life or death. So
Mm-mm. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. You probably shouldn't be meeting up with strangers from online at late hours of the night while it's just you and your girl in the house too. Now we not victim blaming. He still didn't deserve what happened to him, but just as a preventative measure, that was a glaring red flag to me. Like that wasn't a good move. He felt kind of uneasy about doing it in his own words, you know. And he didn't use
Yeah,
the word uneasy, but he described that he didn't have a good feeling about meeting up with those guys so late at night, but he was just thinking about the money. He wanted to get the money.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
You know
crazy.
what I'm
And they
saying?
even got the video, man. They even got the live video of the shooting. So
Which one? The first one or the second one?
I think it's the second one.
Where BTB lost his life?
Yeah, yeah.
Mm. See,
I
this is
don't
a
got
new
it here,
story for
but
me, man. I'm just finding out most of this stuff in real time, maybe a few hours ago. This is the first opportunity we got to speak on a thing.
yeah,
But damn, it's just a
it's sad, bro.
me, I'm a rapper. You know, I know people can't tell, and I like to refer to myself as like a failed rapper, like I never was. And
Yeah,
when I hear stories like this, it's like, damn, maybe never making it as a rapper ain't really that bad.
it's not, man. It's
You know what
not.
I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because it's
it's
like
not
now
at
it's
all.
like if he could trade his normal life in the hood, you know what I'm saying, for this kind of fate, I think he would have rather that. Like he could have wound up in sanitation or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Ended up with a pension,
Yeah,
retire around 50 or something like that, and still got most of the shit. But it's like as soon as you become a rapper at a young age, it just lowers your life expectancy so much, especially if
yeah.
you're
Your
popping.
lifespan. Yeah, man. If you pop it, man, I bet the lifespan of rappers is not, as like a regular people. But yeah, man, we seen so many rappers die that it's tough, man, to even want to take on a career like that. That's a dangerous career.
It's not just the rapping, it's what comes with the culture. There's certain things about the culture that's fucked up. We
The false
glorify
marketing.
guns.
Yeah, the false marketing. Yeah.
We glorify killing. The solution to everything is to pick up a gun. That has to change, you know.
Definitely got to
I
change.
don't know
Yeah.
how you change that though. Because it's deeper than just rap. In America, we have a gun culture. They're not doing nothing about slowing the guns down. Matter of fact, the House of Florida, we both in Florida for anybody who don't know, they just
Yeah.
passed a bill in the House so we could open carry without permits.
In Florida?
Yeah, it made it past the House, and DeSantis already says that he has every intention of signing it into law. So, you
You
know,
don't even need no permit now. You could just like
I'm
in
not saying
Texas,
this. I'm not saying it's
it's
finalized,
official.
but
Yeah.
it's the wheels are in motion. So
Yeah.
we're gonna see a lot more of stuff like this, I'd imagine, with all the up and coming rappers in Florida. I mean, probably one out of every 100 or one out of every 1,000 has as much money as this guy had, though. You can't even flex that hard
Yeah, but we
if
don't
you
even know
wanted
how
to.
much money he really got. A lot of these rappers, the look be more bigger than the actual, what you would think that they got. I remember hearing from Pimp C. We done heard him that he was saying how, you know, everybody thought he had all of this money, but it was like, rap ain't really paying him like that. And
That's true. These rappers aren't making as much as we think he is, but he claims that he had beginnings as a scammer. I personally know some scammers that touch your M's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
Bandman Kevo type
yeah,
dude.
he
Yeah.
might have really been touching some cash out here. It'll be even more of a tragedy if this was all just for a look and people will come for you because we have seen that before.
Yeah. People just trying to get the look and people thinking you got money and you really ain't got 20,000 in the bank, man.
Yeah,
It's that crazy now.
yeah. Even Lil Wayne had to recently admit that he doesn't have anywhere near
Near
what Forbes
150
is
million.
saying that
Yeah.
he has. What does that say about Kanye claiming at one point he had 9 billion,
No,
which I never believed.
no, we know
But
that because he said he only had like 150, 200 million in the bank. Like that's cash. But if you add up all of his inflated assets, you know what I mean?
well, it's just that inflated. The point I'm trying
Right.
to make is a lot of times the money that rappers have is just a perception. It's just an illusion.
Just
It's
a
just to,
marketing
yeah,
tactic
yeah,
to
that'll
sell
make
records.
you be able to get more money.
Poor people
So,
will be like, yeah, I want to, yeah, I like what he's doing.
but
It's
it's a
like,
vicious cycle when you're dealing with this kind of, like, put it this way: if Ed Sheeran had a big chain, I don't think Ed Sheeran deals with this type of issue.
no, no,
You
no,
know,
yeah,
it's just our culture, man. I don't know if Bad Bunny is having these kind of issues.
right, yeah, me neither.
I never heard of nobody running in Justin Timberlake's, like
Now they
name what
can't get
somebody doing
caught
a different.
slipping. No, listen, they
Yeah.
can't get caught. They can get caught slipping, but they're not gonna be in those areas. I don't think where it could be possible.
Or maybe this guy was a local guy and felt like, yeah, I'm big, but I'm not big to the point where I got to worry about this kind of stuff where I got to move a certain way. But I don't know. I feel
Yeah,
like niggas will do you in for a QP these days, man. You got to
yeah.
always be leery
You
of
gotta always
having
be on
strangers
point.
in your crib, especially when you're dealing with large sums of money.
Yeah, definitely, it could happen, man. Because
Why we
it's
even
hard
need to be
times.
dealing with cash anyway?
I know we need to be straight digital, man. It's gonna get to that point.
Man, fuck that. If it's late at night and you try to do a track, this is like a good commercial for Zelle. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is why you need Zelle.
Right? Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
want to be exchanging though. Send me the Zelle. You feel me? If it's a problem, we could, I'll run it back. You know what I'm saying? You know where I'm at. I'm not going nowhere. Let's do it this way because I don't want to. I just want to keep everybody honest. You feel
Right.
me? So,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know. But this is a good time, right? I don't want to use that term, good time, but this made me think of 26Ceejay. That's somebody that's
Mm.
not as popular, but it hit close to home for me, being that we're from
You
Broward
from
County.
Broward? Yeah.
It's another young up and coming rapper lost his life. He used to be down with KTB, Cutthroat Business, Kodak the Boss, Kodak's label, and
Yeah.
there's some curious circumstances surrounding his death as well. And I'm gonna get into an article about it just so I can give the people some context that might not be as familiar with this artist as we are. Am I
Yeah. I'm
sharing the
not
tab
familiar
with you?
with him. Yep. I'm not familiar with him at all.
All right. Well, this is what the guy looks like. We're reading the article here from VinBuzz.com. I haven't really done a lot of vetting on this source, but I'll tell you, a lot of big media sources haven't even picked up this story. So you really got to piece things together. But 26Ceejay, we're going to go into who he is and how he died. Fans and co-workers in the music industry are in shock and mourning following 26Ceejay's sudden and violent death. The rapper was a rising star in Florida's rap culture and enjoyed some degree of success in the music industry. Before embarking on a solo career, he was a well-liked member of KTB's rap ensemble. Many people have expressed their condolences to the deceased family and acquaintances on social media, particularly in the rap scene. Disputes and rivals are frequently followed by violence, sometimes even fatalities. The tragic passing of 26Ceejay serves as a sobering warning about the risks associated with being well known, particularly in the rap scene, which we were just talking about. Now, let's get into the actual night that this happened. According to reports, 26Ceejay was shot, killed, and his corpse was burned alive in a car. At around 6:10 in the morning, witnesses reported
Mm.
hearing gunfire, which were followed by an explosion about 30 minutes later. An SUV is said to have been ignited using a gas can, which was found at the site by investigators. When the corpse of an unidentified victim was found inside a burned out car, tabloids claimed that 26Ceejay was the owner of the vehicle. Although investigators have started looking for the murderers, the motive for the killing and the following burning of the victims' remains is still unknown. So they don't know why this happened. We haven't even seen this confirmed by a major
That's
news.
weird that they would burn them and like you know what I mean. Sometimes with murders, they want to get in and get out of there. The fact that they poured gas on it and lit it on fire is like
Maybe they were trying to destroy evidence. They didn't want
Yeah.
this coming back on them. We saw that. Remember that famous murder Corbin that happened around your area in Jacksonville? They said that by the time they found Corbin, his body was already rotted, so they couldn't follow up leads that would lead them to the killer. Maybe we're seeing something like this happen. It is notable
Mm.
to bring up, as far as KTB, Kodak Black, is concerned. His other former artist, Wiz, he was murdered. He had his head chopped off. Psycho Bob just caught 5 years. And now we have this situation. It seems like there's a dark cloud over the
Mm.
KTB thing, like we've seen with Gucci Mane's label as well. Maybe this is
Yeah.
just a rap thing. We can't really
Yeah.
single out
Yeah.
Kodak with
Can't
this
really
because
sing
it's
them
happened
out.
at
Right.
Rough.
It's happening everywhere.
Yeah, rough, right? I mean, is there something there? I don't know what I'm trying to put together, but Wiz's head cut off, this guy's car, he got, and what was more curious is there was a lot of articles that was reporting that he was killed, he was shot and killed, and then burned alive, which kind of made me think that is this even a real story? Because I kept seeing that headline repeated. How do you shoot and kill somebody and then burn them alive? Like they brought him back
Right.
to life just to burn them, but
Yeah.
now we're seeing
Now
that
we
this
see
story gets picked up more, and it's just I'm not even sure at this point that this had anything to do with him being a rapper, but
rapper. Yeah.
it makes you wonder. It kind of makes you scratch your head a little bit, right?
Listen, I don't care what profession you in. If you hear about somebody that's in a profession, if you was going to be a hole digger, and you hear about hole diggers and they're passing away, it's gonna make you question being a hole digger. Correct?
Correct, or at least switch up the content. I feel like if I go back into making music, man, maybe I might focus on the maybe I might have to come out with a dance or something like that. Maybe I should focus on the women. Like maybe I
Yeah.
should go down the Luke road because this seems like I don't know. I just don't feel
Nobody,
like the
right?
squeeze is worth the juice. You know?
No, it's not. It's more of the cool, want to be in the cool group or the cool look. It's more of that than anything, but it's not worth it.
Yeah, it's a popularity contest. I can't say it's not worth it. I mean, this is still a dream for a lot of people. I get it, man. I started rapping at a very young age, but it seems worse now than it ever was. Maybe that's just my perception. I'm not really looking at the statistics. Maybe there's more rappers that we're even aware of these days. Before, we might not even be aware of a 26 CJ. You couldn't just be that visible.
Unknown. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you were mostly unknown for the most part, unless you got a big deal and you had some kind of artist development. So now there's a lot more rappers in our faces, and we get more invested. So that's why it might be hitting us harder now. It looks like it's happening more often, but god damn.
Yeah. Another one bites the dust, man. Another one bites the dust. So,
Yeah, there's gonna be conspiracy theories swirling around about this now. That's my
yeah.
prediction. There's gonna be a lot of Kodak conspiracies. Sadly enough, it might even help with the streaming and everything like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Conspiracy really brings a lot of attention. That's why I know right now, just by having a conspiracy theory, it's a lot of people think like that, and people really want to. It's like a movie. It's like you being able to put together a fake movie of what something could have been like, and people like to see how that is if it's fiction or not. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, the moral of the story, I guess, at this point is you rappers, man, keep your head on a swivel, man. Shit is real out here. The streets gotta eat, and crazy things is happening. You can do your best to protect yourself, but maybe we need more preventative measures, like you said. It's a lot of situations that we could just avoid. I don't know about the last guy, but shady business dealings after hours with people you don't know, or sometimes these little clubs are death traps that you got to perform at. Maybe it might just be best to just be an online artist, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe you don't give a fuck, man. Chime in the comments, man. Is this going to hinder
For
you
real.
from pursuing a rap career? Is you like, fuck it, I'm taking everything that come along with it, man? You know, you ain't scared. You got the pocket rocket. You really like that. Is that what's going on? Is that the perception
Don't do
out
your
there? Let
time
me know.
like that. Yeah, man. Don't do your time like that. But hey, let us know what y'all think, man. We really want to know. We're gonna comment back. We're gonna hit right back, like OG Giggity say, man, right back. Okay, so
Right, man.
so y'all let us know in the comments, man. We'll catch y'all in the next video.